Hey, it's your girl Angel. Like and subscribe down below. What's up? I'm not gonna be on here for long. It's Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. I got some a deep condition in my head. Supposed to be sitting there for like it say 5 minutes. I mean 3 to 5 minutes, but I'm gonna let it sit for like a little longer. That's why I ain't put a shirt on because I gotta rinse this out. But anyway, after I get done this interview or whatever, but I ain't showing no skin for real, so it don't even matter. But anywho, so I want to thank my mom and I want to say Happy Mother's Day. Of course, I actually say Happy Mother's Day, but I want to thank her and say Happy Mother's Day on here. And I love you, and I want to thank you for teaching me about faith, because I always, like, when I have my hard times, go back to that, and also giving me rhythm. Yes, honey, because rhythm is important, y'all. That ain't no joke. I know how to move. Anyway, thank you for everything that you was able to do, and despite how you got here, despite the things that you went through and the your upbringing, you still was there. No matter if you wasn't there the way I wanted you to be there or not, you still was there. So you accomplished a lot to have the type of upbringing you had, to be so have such a traumatic childhood, and have such toxic parents. A lot of people don't survive that, but you did. You are strong. You are resilient. You are beautiful. You are a queen, regardless. And I appreciate you. Love you. And guess what, y'all? You know how when you have grown kids, you like don't talk to them the way you really want to talk to them. Like, you be wanting to talk to your kids every day, but sometimes you don't get to because they're grown and you can't make them. I'll talk to my baby for like 3 or 4 days in a row. That may not seem like nothing to some people, but that was a lot for me. Just the time I got to spend with my son, because he's so busy, and that's my firstborn. So that's like, even though I had him when I was young, not like super young, but young. I was 18 when I got pregnant. I had him when I was 19. And, I used to be like the type of kid that always was going around, take care of other people's kids, holding other people's kids, just really just loved kids. And actually, when I got pregnant, even though I was scared because I was in like boot camp, and they was like, I was in the was Job Corps, like I called it boot camp, Job Corps thing, and I knew they was gonna put me out. That's the best thing that could have ever happened to me. Having my kids was the best thing that ever happened to me, because without them, I wouldn't be here today. Because they came in the times that life was the hardest, and a lot of times when I wanted to call it quits, I just like, God wouldn't let me, and just, I don't care how many times I went into super depression. When I looked at their face, it just, Like, I can't even explain it. Like, a lot of things that I stopped doing in my life was because of my kids. A lot of decisions and growth that I had was because I wanted to be better for my kids, like in different stages of my life. Having my son taught me to view men in a different way. It didn't happen right away, but when I seen the impact I was having on him because of things that happened to me in my life, and the abuse I took from men, and the things that done happened to me without even knowing, when he got like a teenager, he was telling me like, "Ma, you may not, physically abuse me or anything, but I could feel your anger or your how you feel because of the things you done been through." So, it made me like readjust. And then especially when we had a lot of talks that we had when he got grown. Like, I did not realize how much that I was disrespectful to just men, period, including my child. So, and even though I didn't show it like outright, like I said, the way I taught, the frustration, all that showed. And that's why I did a whole 360. Like, I really sat back and truly healed, truly forgave myself for allowing things, not allowing things, but for feeling like I was stupid and, being mad at myself for being in those situations. And I forgave everybody that did me wrong. That's why it's so important too, because forgiveness and healing is not just for you, it's for everybody that's connected to you. And that was an example I wanted to give to my daughter as well, because I want her to be kind to others and I want her to be real or well established all the way around. Well rounded. So she look at what I do because my baby look up to me. So if I'm sitting up here, saying men are dogs and they this and they that, that's the view that she gonna have of them. So I had to watch what I say, and I had to start really looking at the way I was handling myself. And no, I'm not where I want to be, and I still got a lot of work to do, but it's important. Because I don't care how old your kids get, mama is mama. Okay? And they gonna always look at how you acting, what you saying. What you saying add up to how you acting? And everything. I didn't even know my son was paying so much attention to me, but he was. And, which I don't know why I didn't know, because he and mom was born. Not in a bad way, I don't want to say it like that, but he just always like been right under me. Like, that's my baby. So, that's my twin. And me and, when my daughter came along, that like took me to a whole nother level of my life of really realizing, okay, I really need to like really buckle down, like for real, because a lot of situations that happened when she came along, really, that woke me like completely up, because I was partying like a rock star. My son taught me how to love myself and to be respectful of man. And my daughter taught me how to be aware of how I'm showing up in life, and she stopped me from partying. Yeah, y'all see me, have a drink every now and then and stuff like that, and I may, go out for a couple hours or whatever. I don't club no more. I don't party because, see, When I said that I used to like party like a rock star, I mean party. Like, wake up, go to work, then come straight from work, take maybe an hour nap, maybe not even sleep. Go straight from there, maybe a house party, house party to go to the park for a little while, go drink and stuff with my cousins, then go from there to the club, to the motorcycle club, to the after hour, to the after hour for the after hour. No, I never slept. I partied. My whole life was partying. And that wears on you. And now that I realize, because see, another reason I did that is because I was determined to do what I wanted to do once I got grown, because I missed out on my childhood, and I was like I had a real strict upbringing, so I was never able to go do nothing. So I wilded out when I got grown. I did everything. I was big or bad enough that I thought I could do. Everything. And it's like, that's why I said strict parenting, all that, stay in a child's place, you ain't got no opinion, you a child, beating on your kids, talking at them instead of to them, that shit don't work. You creating a monster, because they gonna surely hit the streets hard as they can when they can hit them. Way harder than any child that actually was able to be a human being. Trust it. I'm her. Trust it. And I don't regret the things that I've been through, because they all taught me lessons, and they all made me the person I am today. I wouldn't be as strong as I am, and as aware of what's going on around me if I didn't go through the things that I've been through. And I love who I am now, but I went through hell to get here. And so now with my baby girl, like, I watch everything. Ain't no, I always kind of been like that. When my kids is around, all that, hey, not that anybody asked me to go out anymore, but all that, hey, you want to come over here, all that stuff, you drinking, you smoking, my kid's not around. Doing any other drugs, my kid's not around. You wilding out, my kid's not around. And I'm not around. Now, when it's me and my kids, it's me and my kids. And my focus is completely on them. And that's another reason that my kids don't really know my family for real, because they toxic. And I don't want my kids around toxic people. So, what I could help. So, they really wasn't around them like that. All that, I can't. And plus, all that wilding out in front of your kids, that shit ain't cute. Not for real. And then when they pick up a drink and start smoking and drinking, and they probably gonna do it anyway. But when they start doing it and wilding out, thinking they, can't nobody beat them, then you sitting there looking stupid. And you want to discipline them. No, they seen it from you. They got it from you. Don't be mad now. Even though I don't party no more, I'm truthful with my kids as well. And that's important too. Don't lie to your kids. Tell them about your life and what you went through. Tell them, don't sit up there and try to act like you ain't never did nothing. You ain't never, oh yes, and because I wouldn't dare, and you shouldn't either. I was pure as the snow. I was. First of all, they know you lying. They ain't stupid. I tell my kids about me so they can know what not to do. And if they do it, they know how to handle themselves. I let my kids know, when you start drinking, if you start drinking, don't leave your drink down and walk away. I don't care if you're going to the bathroom. Your drink go too. Period. And if you forget, pour it out. Who you came with is who you leave with. Ain't no meet no nigga at no club or meet no girl at no club and then rolling out with them. You don't know them. You don't know them. Yeah, I tell my boy that too, because women just as dangerous as men. Always watch your surroundings. When you out and about, don't get drunk. You can get buzzed, but don't get drunk if you gonna be a drinker. Being drunk, you're not gonna know what's going on around you. Being super high, you're not gonna know what's going on around you. And if you feel like it's not cool or whatever, it's a ways getting around that. Watch how people act around you, because as soon as you take that little third, fourth drink, they gonna start acting different because they think you drunk. Yeah, that part. My daughter be 15. I had the sex talk and everything with her. Safe sex, about STDs, about everything. It's not just his responsibility to have a condom, it's your responsibility to have a condom. No, I don't want her to have sex, but you got to realize that your kids is not going to always be around you. And you rather them feel safe to come tell you what's going on than to feel like they got to have it. Because everything that's hidden, they going to do more of. And they going to do it the wrong way. And then here we go. Now you got problem on top of problem. She know books, all that stuff. She ain't just book smart. She know game. Because I'm not going to have it no other way. TJ know the games that women play. Because I taught him. Because, yeah, we do play games. Don't even act like we don't. You know the difference between how a good woman look and how a woman that's full of shit look. And how each of them move. You know how to move on this planet as a young black king. And he know the things that's against him and the things that he could change. And he's very knowledgeable. And plus, he one of them like real knowledgeable kids anyway, always have been. And now that he grown, ain't nothing changed. He study about everything. My daughter too, you tell her one thing, she definitely gonna go study it. She ain't gonna just take your word for it. I love my babies. They're everything to me. So, I love y'all. And I want you to know, if y'all watch this, I want you to know that I love you. And you my heart. And you're a blessing. And if Kyler, my middle child, ever see these videos, I want you to know that I love you. And just as much as your brother and sister. And that I miss you. And that you're also my heart. And I'm here. And I never forgot about you. And you always in my thoughts and my mind. My thoughts and my heart. Mommy love y'all. All right, y'all. Peace.